Hi everyone, it's Eric Gustafson, and I just wanted to create a quick walkthrough video of Improve It Project 3-7. We tried this one in class the other night, but it didn't go too well, so just wanted to give you this so you'll have it. So I've opened up the spreadsheet for Project 3-7. This is an Improve It project, so it starts out sort of done, but we're going to make some changes to it. So the first thing I'll do is I'll click Enable Editing. And then I'll step through the directions one step at a time here. So step 2 says insert a new row at 8. So I'm going over here on the left side to these row headings. I'm going to click on row 8, and then I'm going to the arrow on the insert tool up here on the home tab in the cell group. I'm going to insert a row. So that gives me a blank row here. Jump into step 3. Step 3 says type motorcycle in cell 8. So you want to type motorcycle in cell 8, and then it gives us values for B8 through D8. We want 15, 82, and 24. And so that takes care of step 3. Gets us to step 4. Change the pie chart object to a 3D pie and apply style 3. So we can't see it here, but if I scroll down, there's a pie chart down here. So what I want to do, I want to select it. So the easiest way to do that is to click somewhere in a large white open area. So I'll go ahead and click here, and then to change the style, if I go to the chart design tab up at the top here, chart design, I want to change the chart type. Click that. And that gives us the various options for pie chart, and 3D pie is the second one over. So choose that and click OK. It wasn't a dramatic change, but we're going to do some things that will make it more noticeable. Next, we want to apply style 3. So the styles, we're still on the chart design tab. We've got the chart styles laid across here. This third one over is the one we want, style 3. If we hover over these styles, it tells us the number. This is 4, this is 5, this one's 3. So it's the one with the grayish background, style 3. Click that. That completes step 4, and it tells us to notice that a data series for motorcycle has been added. So if we look, we see this, the thing we added is included now. The motorcycle category that we added is included. So that completes step, let me just check them off here. That takes care of step 5. Brings us to step 6. Step 6 says click the Select Data button. It's in the Chart Design tab in the Data group, and reset the source data to show cells A5 through D10. Okay, so at this point we're on step 5. Step 5 says, I had jumped ahead a little bit on step 6. We're on step 5. It says switch the row and column data for the column chart. And note that the motorcycle now is not included. So I'm going to select this column chart. I'll just click on someplace in the white area here to select the entire chart. Now in the chart design tab, I can switch row and column. So I'll do that, switch row and column. And now we see we have 4 categories, but we don't have the motorcycle category that we added because it's not included in the range selection. So we need to fix that. So step 6, which I was trying to jump to before, it says click the Select Data button. So here we're still in the Chart Design tab, Select Data. This shows what data is being used. So it's sort of non-contiguous data. Here, if we look close, it shows us that it's coming from the Personal Lines worksheet. Cells A5 to D7 and also A9 to A10. So it's skipping row 8. So we need to change it so it's including A5 through D10. So what we want to do is remove this second set of data along with the comma, and then we'll change this to a 10. So we want just this just the data coming from the personal lines worksheet, A5 through D10. So this whole group here. Then when we hit OK, now it adds that motorcycle category to our chart. And that completes step 6. Step 7, we're going to do some color change, some color formatting. Change the column chart color scheme to Monochromatic palette 7. So we're still on the chart design tab. We still have, make sure you still have the entire chart selected. Go to change colors and click the down arrow. And we want monochromatic group number 7, or monochromatic palette 7. So we have to scroll down a little bit. There's this monochromatic group here. Palette 7 is this gray one. So we'll choose that. That makes all the bars gray. And these lines in the background are kind of yellow. We'll make a change to that shortly. So now we're on step 8. This is the tricky step, I guess, if any of them are tricky. We're formatting a bunch of the chart elements. So we're formatting there's like a side wall on this chart. There's a back wall. There's a floor because it's three-dimensional. But we'll take a look at how that works. So step 8A says select the side wall of the column chart and apply olive green accent 3 shape fill. So the thing we need to figure out how to do is select this side wall here, this little area here. To do that, if I click on the chart to select it, I'm going to right click and I'm going to choose this format chart area option. That brings up a tool over here on the right side, the format chart area tool. So now from here I can select specific parts of this chart to make changes to. So the first thing we want to select is the sidewall. So I want to go to chart options here and click the little down arrow, and there's all different things I can choose here. The back wall, the whole chart area itself, the title, the floor, the sidewall. So the thing we want for step 8A is the sidewall. So choose sidewall, and it shows us here what's selected. These little blue dots indicate what's selected. So this sidewall is just this little like three-dimensional wall on the left of this chart. So we want to do some formatting to that. So now we're going to go up to the Format tab, click that, and that gives us the option here for the shape fill. So step 8B, it says use the shape fill button to apply the linear down gradient. Oh no, first we need the color. Apply olive green accent 3 shape fill. So this is same place, Format, shape fill, and we want the olive green accent 3 color. That takes care of step 8A. Olive green accent 3. When I hover over the colors, it tells me the names of them. So I've got that. Keep this still selected. Back to shape fill, and now we want to go to gradient, and this is step 8B. Use the shape fill button to apply the linear down gradient in light variations group. So here's the light variations group. If I hover, it tells me what these each are. This is linear diagonal. This one is linear down. That's the one I want. So I choose that. So that just kind of does a shading over here. It goes from green to gray. That takes care of step 8B. Now it says apply the same fill and gradient to the walls element. So now again I'm over here on the right to choose the element that I want to format. Clicking the down arrow. Now I want the walls element. Walls. Again it shows me what's highlighted. And I'm going to choose these same colors. Olive accent green, number 3. And then I want the gradient, the down, the linear down. So that takes care of that. That was step 8C. Now I'm on to step 8D. It says select the floor element. Similar thing over here on the right. I'm going to select the element that I want. I want the thing called the floor. Right there, floor, and again it highlights that we've got the floor selected. we're applying the olive green accent. This is a different one this time. Olive green accent 3 lighter 60. So if I go down a bit here, I want the one that is olive green accent 3 lighter 60. So it's the third one down in this green column. Choose that. And this one we're not doing the gradient. So step 8D is done. Step 8E, it says select the grid lines and use the shape outline button to format them with black text 1 lighter 50. So again, we're going here and we want the grid lines, the excess major grid lines. Click that. That selects these yellow lines. And now we want to change the color to black text 1 lighter 50. So choose the shape outline and go to black text 1 lighter 50. This one is, it's the second black option down. Black text 1 lighter 50. Click that. Now we have gray grid lines. That takes care of step 8. Moving on to step 9. Select the pie chart object and change the colors to Monochromatic palette 7. So we'll scroll down, get this, we're going to make the pie chart nice ugly green too. So click somewhere in the blank area to select the entire chart. Easiest way to select it. We want to change the color pattern. So that's under Chart Design. Chart Design tab. Change colors. Again, that same Monochromatic palette 7. Choose that. Makes the whole thing gray. Step 10. We want to use the olive green accent 3 as the shape fill. So we're over here with the whole chart still selected. Format tab, shape fill, and we want olive green accent 3. And again with the linear down gradient. So shape fill down to gradient, linear down. So now we have this sort of shaded green color back here. Step 11, apply a 1-point olive green accent 3 darker 25% outline to both charts. Easiest way to do that, click on the chart, click on border over here in the tools, and we want the color to be olive green accent 3 darker 25. So accent 3, we go down to, it's the second to the last one here, olive green accent 3 darker 25. And then we want the line width to be 1 point. And sometimes what I like to do is change it to like a high number, like I'll change it to 6 just so I can make sure I'm in the right place. But we want it to be 1 point. So that's 1 point. Now we want to do the same thing to the other chart. So I'll scroll up and select that. Again, the easiest way to select a chart, click in one of the large white open areas. Click. Again, I want to put a border on. It's going to be a solid line. The color should stay from last time, but I just double check, make sure it's that olive green accent 3 darker 25. And again, the little trick I like to do is just put in a big number so I can make sure I'm applying the border to the whole thing. But I want 1 point. So that should complete it. Save and close and upload. And I'll just give you a quick glance so you can make sure yours looks like this. You've added motorcycle and these 3 numbers. Your chart is this monochromatic palette with the green background. You have 5 categories across: automobile, homeowners, motorcycle, recreational vehicle, and valuable items. The pie chart, same 5 categories. The pie chart itself is gray, the background is green. Should be ready to save and upload. Hope you get 100.